Okay, so just give me a quick second. Today I want to talk about the YouTubers and people on Reddit that are defending the Resin system with arguments that don't make any sense. Just give me a second and I'll get right into it. Excuse my English, by the way, it isn't my main tongue, but I'm trying my best. So, the first argument and main one I would say that gets thrown around is that people would max out all their cars, their characters, in 1 to 2 weeks. Just let me show you something. I'm AR40, by the way. I'm quote-unquote free to play. I do have the battle pass and the blessing of the moonkin because I wanted to support the dev, because I'm really enjoying this game and I wanted to prosper. I'm playing on PC. And look, let me show you this. To upgrade Jean, one character and one talent, which is a basic attack, to level 7, I would need the Valen's Plume. Alright? Forget about the books, forget about the masks, just this one, the Valen's Plume. This item is from a weekly boss, as you know, Storm Terror, or also called the Valen. The thing with this though is, I think by looking at other streamers and YouTubers that one of these items has a 100% chance to drop, but the problem is there are 3 different items, as you can see here, right? So there's no, well, you are guaranteed to get it. No, there's 1 in a 3 chance, and it has a weekly lock. So best case scenario, every 3 weeks you get the drop that you need for one character, and this will probably go up, by the way. There is no way that you can max one talent for one character until the next patch. Okay, forget about the Morocco's, forget about the books, forget about these overworld maps, forget about all of that. We're just talking one talent for one character until the next patch. With the best luck you can possibly have, it is impossible to upgrade that. So the argument that people would just max every character it's just not true. I'm not going to name drop any YouTubers, but it's just not true. Simple as that. And I showed you the proof. As you can see, you know what? Fuck it. Let me teleport to Storm Terror, and you'll see this. I did him today, just a few minutes ago, and I got, which drop did I get? I think his claw. I think it was his claw. Let me see. Yeah, I got his claw. So it seems like one of the 3 items is a guaranteed drop. However, it can be one of the 3, and you need one of the specific ones. So, so if you go in here, you will see that on the top right, it should say 0 out of 1 loot. What the fuck is this? Okay, there you go. Treasure refresh time Monday 4 AM. It's actually 5 AM because they didn't take daylight saving times into consideration. So it's actually 5 AM for me in Germany. Remaining attempts to claim treasure 0 out of 1. So I looted him. So you can only loot him once a week, which is a time gate mechanic that is there to halt the progression of the player so he doesn't blitz through the content, which is fine, by the way. Weekly bosses are absolutely fine. This weekly lock doesn't have to be removed. But people are saying if the resin... Oh, I have 20, by the way. I have to do something. If the resin would be gone, people would max out everyone. And I just showed you that it's impossible to do that, especially until the next patch. It's just, forget about artifacts and all that. It's just impossible to upgrade one talent to the max on one character. So I'm sorry for being a bit, you know, heated up, but this is really starting to piss me off that people are defending this, because people are putting a lot of money into this game, and I want this game to prosper. But they're just spreading misinformation and people just eat it up. Okay, so I just proved to you that it's impossible to max out one talent on one character until the next patch. So that argument, gone. Dude, I'm already talking for 4 minutes. This is crazy. Next argument that I see thrown around a lot is people would get ahead. Guys, it's a single player ARPG. There's no PvP, there's no leaderboard. Maybe they will implement those, maybe not, but what does it matter if someone gets ahead of you in a single player game? Listen, I have the Platinum Trophy in Ghost of Tsushima. Why should it matter to you if you are in Chapter 2? Or if you have the Platinum, it doesn't matter. What you gonna do, flex on Reddit? Who cares? That's not an argument. Let's go to the next one. People would see that there is no quote-unquote content. Listen, I've been playing I can only speak for myself and other people that like those kinds of games, right? I've been playing Monster Hunter for a shitload of time. I've been playing Diablo for a very long time. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV. I've been playing World of Warcraft. I've played StarCraft, League, Dota, you name it, whatever, and a lot of single player games. What do you mean there's no content? There are domains. You can grind artifacts. The artifacts have different stats. You can try different builds. You can try different characters. You can do the world bosses. You can ascend your character. You can do some stuff on the overworld. You can... There's so much stuff you can do. And the patches are going to be in a 6-week cycle. There will always be stuff to do, even if you're a hardcore grinder like me. Even if you are a whale, where like I said, I'm free to play quotes on quotes because I have the battle pass and the moonkin blessing. But even if you are a total whale, you would still always have content to do. And by the time there is a new patch, you haven't even maxed out everything because it's impossible. That argument doesn't make any sense. The next one would be there is content that doesn't require resin. So people are claiming that, look, if you used all your resin and you still want to grind, you can. Because you need the, you need these. You need the slime mats, you need the hilly churl mats, you need the, this is from Abyss Mages, this is also from hilly churl, this is from the big hilly churls, right? This is from Abyss Mages, sorry, this is from the mages, the hilly churl mages, summer churls apparently. This is from the Abyss Mages. Look, I just leveled up my Jean, I leveled up her weapon, I leveled up my Chong, and I leveled up his weapon. Okay, I used a shit ton of mats. And look at how much I have left. I have 813 of these. You can craft them up. You guys know this. You can craft this up. So you don't even have to look at my 121 green ranks, okay? Just look at the brown ones. The masks, I have to start grinding again because, like I said, I just upgraded my Jean and my Chongyun, and both of them need mats. So I had like 500 of these damage masks, okay? And like I said, I'm free to play, quote unquote, so I don't have Mona and Waterboy, Xiang Yu, I think he's called. So I didn't save any mats. Excuse me. I'm speaking English for a long time is pretty hard. So I had roughly 500 of each. Okay, as you can see, I had like this amount, the same with the mask. Then I have 470 of these, 380 of these. I use these two for... I think the Battle Pass weapon needs this. I think my Battle Pass weapon needs this. As you can see, I'll just have let you have a look. Look at these numbers. Look at these. I had 2 million Mora, by the way, before I upgraded my two characters. So you need a shit ton of Mora. That costs resin too. Ah, my next point. So, just by the way, so yeah, you can grind, but it doesn't feel good. What I want to do, let me show you something. This feels good. If I go into my weapon, right, and I see, oh, okay, I need the slime thing, and I know that I can grind this, which has a time lock, by the way, too, on Tuesday and Friday, right? So without resin, I'd be like, okay, let's see, Tuesday and Friday. Let's say today's Tuesday, right? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna grind this. Now I have 4. Now I go grind these. Okay, now I can ascend my weapon. When I hit AR 50, I can ascend my weapon. So it's fun, right? Quote unquote fun, because you shouldn't really say fun when you're critiquing something, but I hope you get the point. Excuse me for rambling, I'm almost done. I try to make this as quick as possible. But basically, when you have a goal in a game that requires grinding, be that BDO, Path of Exile, or whatever, you have a set goal, you don't mind the grind because it's not necessarily fun, but it pushes you towards a goal. However, right now, as it stands, I'm like, okay, so on Friday, I can try to farm this, and if I have good drop rates, I will get this, but then I have to do like, I have to play for like 1 week or even longer until I reach the proper AR. It's just the resin system doesn't need to be there. There's enough time gating, and I'm not against time gating. I'm against gating my play time. That's what I have a problem with. The drops can stay weekday specific locked. The two, the Wolfbow, Andrius and Dvalin can stay weekly locked. That's no problem. But the resin, there's no excuse for it. Seriously. The next point would be it's a gacha game. Okay, let me tell you something. There really isn't a gacha game. Gacha is a form of, I'm gonna butcher this word, monetization. So, if you go into this, what do you use gacha for? Getting characters. Okay? You don't use gacha to defeat enemies. This is an action RPG, open world game. You explore the world. You do quests. The fighting is an action RPG. RPG because of all the stats and the builds and yada 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 and the character interactions. Right? And action because you're actively playing. It's not turn-based. You are dashing, you are attacking, you are jumping, you are using the skills. You decide when to use them and all that. The gacha, I can't really talk about that because I'm not an expert. I played a few games. I played Summoner's Wars and stuff like that, but I never really got into them, right? But Summoner's Wars was a turn-based RPG. So, I'm not going to talk about the gacha and the raids. Alright, I just want to get this out of the way. The way this game has the characters balanced in such a good way that you can finish everything with the basic characters. I'm still using Amber and MC. Okay? I just got lucky with a gene pool. I used most of my resin for... I used most of my Primo gems for resin because I actually want to play the game. And I only used a few for pulls. Okay? I did like 30 or 40 pulls, including the ones you get for free, right? By ranking up your AR and the battle pass and stuff like that. So I hope I dismantle that argument as well. That it's a gacha game, so it needs a stamina system. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. What else? Was there any? I think those are the main arguments of the people that defend the resin system. And by the way, I'm doing this all like off the top of my head. I'm not gonna edit this video or whatever, so I'm really grateful if you did watch through this. Thank you very much. I hope I could give you another perspective into this. I don't want to cause any beef. I really like this game, and I want to get people into it, and I want this game to prosper so that I can continue enjoying it. But the resin system, this is my last point. This has not to do with any arguments, but this is just my view, right? As a mainly PC and console player, I'm not really a mobile gamer. This stuff is what killed Maple Story 2. Maple Story 2 had a different system, but it had a similar one. In Maple Story 2, it was like this. You could only do dungeons a certain amount of time. So it didn't say you get one try every 4 hours. Instead it just said on reset, you get 10 tries. And that's it until the next reset. And if you do those 10 dungeons, you get these items that you needed to upgrade your weapons and gear. But it had the BDO system where when you upgrade, it has a chance to upgrade your weapon. Fortunately, Genshin Impact doesn't have that, right? If you upgrade Ascent, it's a fixed, it's 100% Ascension, you just need the meds and the adventure rank. I'm not gonna say this game will die. No, it will still prosper. What I'm saying is, PC gamers and console gamers, they don't want, I know you hate this, but they don't want to log in for 30 minutes and then leave. And don't tell them, well, you can still farm the mobs. Look at my fucking inventory. I'm sorry for cursing, but look at my inventory. Yes, you can, but it doesn't do shit. You can't farm Mora like this. I tested it. You get 30 Mora for one mob. Are you serious? How much do I need for one talent upgrade? Let's check. Let's check. One talent upgrade. Gene. 120k. With that, I'm gonna end it. Like I said, I hope I could give you another perspective. I hope I dismantled the arguments properly. If you want to share this video, I really don't give a fuck. I'm a no-name. I don't care about likes, I don't care about dislikes, I don't care about subscription. I just want to see this game prosper. Fix the goddamn resin system and stop defending it. It's trash. The resin system is fucking trash. Not even people that are putting in 10Ks of dollars in this game can play for as much as they want. Because you can only refill your resin 6 times a day and it gets progressively expensive every time. Thanks for listening. Have a good one. And don't get bullied.